Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Who Asked Me podcast. I am so excited because we have our first guest of 2025, someone who I speak to often. Okay, every day actually. But we needed to record it. And I think she was my last guest before I took my hiatus and then came back. Raven,
Hello. Wait, I love that. I
you
love that.
all you
You had to have me
already
back to
know.
open up the year.
Have to. Have to, because no one gets into it quite like us. If we had if our group chat with Kendrick was recorded, all of us would
Oh
be
God.
canceled. All of us would be canceled.
100%.
But you know
That
what?
would be a nightmare. But you
I
know what? You
It's
sometimes
necessary.
some people need to see it.
It's
If they saw
necessary.
it, it wouldn't be great, but then it's like, well, it is something that you needed to know. This did need
Hello?
to get out there. I wasn't gonna say it to you, but now that you've heard it, make the
It's
changes.
it's necessary, I feel like, as content creators to have like safe content creator spaces where we can
Yeah.
just say something, such as earlier when somebody came into my DMs and was like, "Wow, thanks for spoiling Traders, baby. It's Sunday. That show came out on Thursday, and I'm not the only person online talking about it." And
No, everyone was talking about it literally on Thursday. That day, okay. But it's like me, you just don't get on there because you know that's going to happen. So it's
yeah,
like, I just am gonna have to move, carefully through Instagram or not at all until I watch these damn shows.
and at what point did you think it was a good idea to come into my DMs talking about thanks for spoiling what the fuck?
Did you think you were gonna get an apology, is my question. What sort of response did you realistically, because you follow me, so what did you think that you were going to receive from me after
Hello,
sending me a message like that? Let's
hello.
let's just
I'm trying to understand. And as Kendrick so graciously pointed out, when you saw that story and you clicked ahead to the next story, what did you think? Because I clearly said I have a hot take about traders that y'all are not going to like. When you clicked
right.
ahead, did you think there was going to be something besides a spoiler?
Did you think it was going to be something about a different show? I clearly said Traders, and you haven't watched it. So wouldn't you be like, oh shit, let me click out of here. Let me get out of here. I'll come back once I've watched it.
Hello? Like, why is all the responsibility and blame on me? I think not. And I won't be accepting it.
No.
That person got blocked. If you're listening to this, I'm not sorry. I'm not, because it is the day
I
of the
know, I
Lord.
love it.
It's a Sunday. Okay. And I had something real
Mhm.
smart typed out. And then I was like,
Yeah,
no, me not. And then I did say something back and I waited till it said red and I hit blocked because I needed to get that out.
perfect.
All I said was, it is Sunday. That show came out on Thursday. If this spoiled it for you, I'm don't know what to tell you.
Well, here's the gift, my gift to you. You won't be spoiled by me
Hello.
again
Did
because
you
you're
know
not gonna
what?
get none of
I'm
this
a I'm
content.
gonna fix the problem for you. I'm gonna fix the problem for
uh,
you. I removed myself from your like. Okay.
we're all about solutions.
I removed myself
Hmm.
for you. How about that? Look at that now.
Now,
Okay.
now what the
Y'all
fuck?
must know how to talk to us, because even that person that was in your comment section, what did she say to you? Was like, oh, maybe you should be a reality
Which
TV
one?
producer. Listen, I almost took myself over to there
Bitch.
and was like, and then I was like, Raven got it. I'm gonna let her handle it because what? What?
Like, please don't try me, okay? Because you don't want these problems. I already told y'all I'm trying to work on myself and stop being so fucking mean and getting set off, and you're poking me. I feel
Hello?
like Uba. Leave me alone.
No,
I'm
we'll,
minding my
we
business.
will get there. We will get there because no. But let's just hop on in. First and foremost, the world is crazy. I feel like I talked about last week the level of anxiety that I'm experiencing because the world is so mad.
Hmm.
And California is quite literally on fire. It is so scary and so sad to watch all
Mm,
of these people lose everything. And it's so disturbing
everything.
also to watch people pick and choose who to have sympathy for. I don't
I
I
know.
don't care if you're a millionaire, billionaire, or if you're working class, or if you maybe just lost, you finally got the chance to like afford your first apartment. If you lost in those fires, you lost. It's very sad. And then the insurance scams of it all. I'm not gonna sit here and cherry pick who I'm gonna feel bad for in these fires and who I'm not. If your house burnt down and if you had to evacuate, I feel for you. Of course, I feel for everybody that was displaced by this. I think I have a different view also because my mom has like almost no photographs of her from
Mm.
childhood because their house burned down. She does
Oh,
like every time my mom sees an old photo of her, may it be from like a family member who, obviously didn't live with us or anything, she gets so excited because she's like, oh my
because she
God,
doesn't have them
he
anymore.
was like, I didn't think I'd ever see this photo again. Like they have like a handful of pictures that they
Yeah.
had, or that she had in just in general, because she didn't live there when the house burned down, but her brothers did. So like she still had some photos. But yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
the light in her eyes, it's things that cannot be replaced. And this is, mind you, this is before phones. This is before phones.
Right. So that's it.
Those photos are gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. Like, it's so sad. A lot of people are saying a lot of things online, and it's just time to like band together no matter what. It's
That's the thing. Like, I shouldn't be surprised because, like, I know people are terrible. I have access to the internet, but I'm like, damn, anybody telling you their house burned down, they don't have anything. Everything's just gone. It's gone. And you're like, well, you're rich, so who cares? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
hello.
What? That is so nasty. I don't
And
know. I
it's
don't
a
get it. Because again, it's like there's things that you can't replace.
yeah,
You know?
it's
I
such
don't,
a domino effect as well.
it's gross.
You know what I mean? Because you
Mhm.
do have yes, people are rich, and I don't know every step that everyone needs to go through to get somewhere to stay. You know what I mean?
No, where
Hotels,
do you even
Airbnbs, like
start?
where I don't even know. And the scary part about those fires is that it happens so quickly. It happens so
And it's
quickly. Like you could be in a non-evacuation zone and then you're yeah. So,
yeah.
and then I was in a snowmageddon. I cannot see another
Oh
snowflake.
my God.
I
Listen,
sent
you need to move. You need to move. I'm not going to tell you to come to Florida because I don't want to be here either.
you.
Okay. But you got to go somewhere it doesn't snow. I'm so that is so ridiculous. That is so ridiculous. And you have to go out there and shovel it. Well,
Raven.
no, I'm not doing that. And
I
then you are the get in your car. Girl, no, you have to get out of there. Let's find you a home. Let's find you a home.
I listen.
Bitch, uh-uh.
I don't do well in the cold. I always say, like, if I had to go on some type of challenge show or anything like that, I absolutely, a cold element can't be with me. Okay. Because I
No.
would go home. Freezing temperatures, I cannot deal with. Do you know the irritation that happens when snow gets into your shoe?
No, I don't. I do not. But it sounds terrible
And
because it's cold water.
I don't, I don't
No.
get circulation. Once my feet get cold, once my toes and hands get cold, I do not regain circulation back in them for like an hour. And it's
Oh,
very,
hell
I have
no.
had multiple times when snow has simply touched the inside of my sock and my feet have been freezing for like the next hour. It's really bad. Okay.
No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Really bad. Okay. So
Mm.
again, I don't, and listen, I'm grateful to not be dealing with the other side of it, being in the fires.
Oh, of course. Of
It's
course.
just so much driving in the cold temperatures and the snow and the freezing. It's very scary. So with that being
Yeah.
said, let's just get into all of the things we have to talk about because it's a lot. Raven, I do just want to
Where to
tell
start?
you, first things first, I listened to your episode with our friend Hannah A. Brown.
I'm
I
like,
have to,
uh-oh. When
if I
someone's like,
could,
I listened to, I'm like, oh boy, what is it? I don't
if I could
remember.
touch your hand when I say this, I saw a white and gold dress.
Ah!
I saw, I saw a white and gold dress.
Oh my God, this fucking drives. You didn't see white and gold. White and gold is not there.
But You know what's
This
crazy?
is insane.
It is because when that first went around, I saw a white and gold dress and I was very much so like you. I was like, stop saying that dress is black and blue. It's not. It's white and gold. But
It's
it
right
went
here.
around, it recirculated again like a few years after that. And then I
Uh-huh.
saw black and blue or black, yeah, black and blue. I
What does
can't
that mean?
I don't know. I don't know. But I was when it recirculated, I was like, no, 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 no. I said, what's happening? What's happening? Because that dress was white and gold. I demand to know what y'all are doing to me.
Now,
Demand.
see, that's when you need to be scared because I don't think it's supposed to change for you. I think it's supposed to remain the same. So, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, when I heard y'all talking about that, I was like, what? I was like,
Not
no.
again.
And then the Yanny versus the whatever the fuck that was. I heard
Whatever
both.
that one.
I heard both.
I don't, yeah, that one was like, what the fuck? No.
Listen.
No.
No, yeah. I just had to tell you that because I was very much so like you though. I was like, stop saying that dress is blue and black because it's white and gold. But I just had to say that. Moving forward, we are two Love Island girlies. Okay. And
Hmm.
Love Island All Stars cast was revealed. First things first, I'm very nervous about the TikTok ban simply because I follow a lot of UK content creators who do Love Island like recaps, and they're so funny. So I'm really scared. However, the cast, I don't know what the fuck
Let
happened
me pull this thing up
because
again because it didn't make no damn
it
sense.
didn't. Somebody that I follow was like, maybe I'm confused by the definition of all star. However,
We are, yeah,
this is
me
not all
too.
star. First, I want to just say this people who were just on Love Island the season before cannot be all stars. This last
Thank you
season of
so
Love
much.
Island
Thank
UK,
you.
I stopped watching, which is these times are unprecedented
I
because
know you and Kendrick tapped out.
when do I stop watching Love Island UK? But this season of
I
Love
know.
Island USA, Chef's Kiss. Okay? Madness, bruv. Madness. So
P- Pure madness.
anybody from last season of Love Island UK, I'm sorry, doesn't deserve to be on Love Island All Stars. I said it. Ronnie, he probably was one of the best ones from that season, but he just was
But
on.
that's not saying exactly. And
Let him
honestly,
cook.
until you said that, I'm like, I can't remember who was on there. I just remember as a bunch of girls that I had a hard time telling
Yeah.
apart, and
Hmm.
Joey, of course.
Oh God. And I mean,
And
Mimi
Grace, I
won.
think she's supposed to be coming. Oh,
Or well,
yes, Mimi and
Harriet
that
is
guy.
coming. Here,
Oh,
I saw a
I
spoiler.
fucking hate her. Oh, I'm so,
You know what I said to
so,
somebody at work the other day? They were like, "Hey, Sal, what's up, boo?"
oh,
I was like, "Hey, girly whirly."
no, you didn't.
Hey, girly whirly.
Yeah, you have to do the accent. Oh my God. Of course. Honestly, I can see it though. I can
Hmm.
see it. Not an all-star, but she was doing the things. She's very dramatic
Well, apparently, what I
to
saw is
land.
that she is on the way there to collect her Ronald. Her Ronnie
I'm
wants him back. Ronnie.
even better
Yeah, she wants him
because
back.
he do not want her.
Ronnie just wants to be a star. Ronnie wants to be on TV. That's so clear. I think they're dancing with the stars over there is I think like skating with the stars. I think they do like ice skating.
Whoa. Whoa.
Could be me.
That feels like that makes it so much harder. Oh my,
100%.
dangerous. I'm scared of ice skating, can I say?
Thank
Because I feel like
you. Thank
one
you.
wrong slice, you're rest in
Done.
peace, you know?
I
Yeah.
am the same way. I am the
You
same way.
kick
But
that
yeah.
leg up and spin around, fatal.
But
Yeah.
yeah, why doesn't he get on that first? Like, why doesn't he go try some other things? I
Because
don't
it's
know.
too hard. I just told you. Just
I
told you it's too
I'm
much work.
scared that like the Love Island recipe, are we running out? Like, what's going
No,
on,
no, no, no.
UK? You
No, no, no. The problem is that no, 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 no. I
you
no, I
know,
reject that.
you know that I just did a season five rewatch because Megan had never seen Love Island UK season five with Molly May,
Oh my
Amber.
God, did she
I
love it? Did
oh,
she
she
love
was
it?
like, it took her a minute. She was just like, "Mm."
It
But
does.
by the fifth episode, she was like, "Oh, oh, oh," and she still. I think she has like
Because she
five
never
episodes left.
watched at all any Love
No,
Islands.
she
This
did.
was like the,
No, she
oh, she
did.
just
She
didn't get to
started
that
watching.
season.
Yeah, she started watching the season after. What season was Callum in What's Her Face on? The one who won All
And
Stars last season.
Shauna or
No, or yeah,
oh fuck, Molly
Molly.
with
Callum and Molly. Was that
I
season
don't rem
six?
yeah,
It wasn't
I don't
seven because
remember.
Liberty and them. She watched that season
Well, then it
and
must
then
have been.
yeah, and then she watched I think the Dami in India, my
Mm,
faves. I
they're
love
so
India.
cute.
I
They're gonna get
love
married. I'm so
India.
happy they're still together.
Me too. But yeah, she's watched UK before. She just didn't watch that season. And I was like, you will not understand. Raven, I was getting re-mad because
I believe it.
Michael in his small ears, I was like, I was cussing the TV out again. She was like, haven't you already seen this? I was like, you don't understand how mad these men made me in this season. The men always make me
And
mad.
see, I can't even remember exactly. I would have to rewatch. It's
The
like
cop
too many.
the Casa recoupling. Remember the Casa recoupling when he coupled up with Johanna? And I think back then in 2019 with like how old was I? I was 28. I'm 32 now. I'll be 33 this year. Whatever, how old I was.
I'm not trying
The
to do,
life
don't look to me to do no math.
the life I have experienced since then, I'm like, Michael really hated Amber because she would not give him the attention that he thought he deserved. He thought he
Dated
deserved.
one of those before.
Okay, yeah, so have I. Like the way he was disrespectful that girl, and he was like, I've held a lot back. I've held a lot back. I feel like I'm back to being myself. Okay, when he in his Casa recoupling, and then when she walked down, she was just like, okay. And she was like, she was like, "Are you shocked?" She was like, "I don't know." Like Amber was like, "I don't know. I don't know." He was like, "She bad,
Gotta love
disrespectful,
her.
laughing, laughing."
It's like, what are you upset about? You said you got back to yourself and you got your girl, so what's the problem?
Listen,
Why are you mad?
and even Johanna, because I forgot how bad she pissed me off afterwards because she had walked up to Amber with some other girl who got into the villa. And the other girl introduced herself and was like, "Oh, I'm so and so." And Amber was like, "Hey, nice to meet you." Like, "Oh, are you coupled up with so and so?" And then she kind of like walked up. Johanna, you walked up to me, baby. You didn't say a motherfucking word. You walked up to me and didn't say a
So if you come over
word.
here, right, you
Shut the
approached me.
fuck up. Like every
I'm watching
time
it.
Michael was like, she's just sitting there laughing. She's just sitting there laughing. I would laugh at you too. Because I'm in this
A
fucking
bitch can't
game.
giggle?
I'm in this game. These men are not wooing me. And like, yes, Amber came out as a lesbian. She was like, she even said herself, she's like,
She
watching it
said
back, it
that's
makes
it.
sense. Because
Yeah. Why
I
she was
was
like,
just
I don't
like,
care because I actually don't like you.
yeah, she was like, okay. Every time a man, she was just like, yeah, it's cool. She was like, it's fine, it's fine. And I think she really did like Michael, but I feel like if I was ever in a Love Island situation, I would be just like her because like this is not real. Like this is a
No, it's
game.
not.
And I barely take men seriously in the first fucking place. Nothing a man does is gonna fucking shock me. Okay,
No.
nothing. I'm getting divorced. Okay, like nothing a man
You're
does
like,
shocks me. I,
right. It's like worst case scenarios always, I'm always expecting you to do that.
and
So,
we're
oh,
coming.
you've recoupled. Okay, well, that's what we do in here, isn't it?
Yeah, we're
So
coming back from Casa. Of
you want me
course
to,
you did this. Of course
he
you did
wanted
this.
her to be on the floor crying like KK, some shit like
Oh,
that.
don't say that name. And like, you mean to tell me, oh, you bit
I
your tongue? That
apologize.
sounds like a you problem, babe. You bit
Why'd
your
you do
tongue.
that?
What? Because you're scared of me? Because you were scared? What? You sounds like you bit your
Don't bite
tongue
it.
because you knew that I have more sense than you. You knew I was gonna say something back.
Then
You
I'm
that
not biting mine. So
anytime I've bit my tongue, you know who I'm mad at the most? Myself.
yourself.
Myself
Exactly.
because
Same.
I
And I'm
bit
like,
my
damn it, I
own
should have
tongue.
said. Mm-hmm.
I bit my
How
own
you gonna
tongue.
be
You
mad
see,
at somebody else for biting my tongue?
oh,
I
I
didn't
can't
bite
stand that.
yours.
Cannot stand that man. Okay. And Curtis is going to be on All Stars. Now, the
Oh,
one
his
thing,
dancing ass. I
have you seen
wasn't he
Curtis?
just on something?
Yeah, he was on
Or am I
Games.
tripping?
He was on Games
Games.
trying to get with
Okay.
Justine, and I couldn't allow that.
No
I
one
couldn't
could.
allow
Like,
that.
please, Curtis, please be serious.
I cannot stand Curtis. And I know that I probably need to move on, but no,
No,
no.
oh
Okay.
no, we
And you
don't
know
move
what?
on.
Amy just got married. She's got a beautiful little
Oh,
baby. She's
good.
hosting. She's hosting.
Oh
She has
yeah, the
actually
after,
taken,
yeah,
she has
after
taken a
sun.
step up. Okay. You are still here in the competition aspect where now I get to sit here and
Still
talk
in a
about you.
villa.
Are you not embarrassed? This is really
Probably
embarrassed.
not. Probably not is the thing.
You keep going on Love Island. You keep
Stop it. Listen, there has to be a limit, okay? I don't need to see you 3 times.
Have you seen
Okay?
him? Well, you know what's the thing is, people, I don't know if
Let me
the
see.
UK public got access to Love Island games, or maybe they just did, like we did, because that came on Peacock. So I heard somebody in the UK, they're like, oh, Curtis is coming back for a second time. I said, third, second, third. I've seen him
Yeah.
thrice
Yeah, it's too much. So All Stars is coming on.
tomorrow, I
It's not
think.
going to be on Peacock, right?
No, babe, it's
It's
ITV.
coming on Hulu.
But oh yeah,
And see,
so
I told Tonio, he's like, it's going to be on Peacock. We don't have to wait. It's not one of those. I was like, it's not games.
we
You're
don't get to
thinking of
vote.
games. I
Mm-mm.
knew it. And so what? There's probably going to be a week or two delay on this,
Yeah, like five
unless you
days, I
do the
think.
VPN shit, which I'm not
Ooh,
doing.
and I'm not doing it. I've done it before. I'm not doing it. Like it's just it's too much. I mean, there's sites that you can watch it on, but I'm just not doing it because them sites be skipping episodes and skipping whole scenes and shit. It's really annoying. Yes, but Curtis
Yeah.
is coming back. Have you seen him? He has like a
Yeah,
fuckboy makeover.
he looks terrible. I'm sorry, the haircut.
He looks like
What
he
is
took a
this?
picture of Jack into the barber and was like, "Give me the Jack."
He
Okay,
shouldn't have done that. Did he get new teeth?
I think so.
Or did he have these? I can't he was so forgettable looking, but now
Yeah.
he doesn't look good. He doesn't look good.
No, I'm Curtis is never gonna look good to
I'm
me.
looking at
Sorry.
him.
Sorry, not sorry.
No.
Um,
And that's a
and
shame because if you got the nerve to keep coming back like this, you need to come back looking better.
hello?
That is so rude. And honestly, it's irresponsible. You're not taking this shit seriously. That's how I feel about it. You're supposed to come as your best self, best looking self, and you look worse. How's
Period.
that?
Period. Our girl Catherine is coming back from season 10. I really liked Catherine, and I actually was fighting for my
Me
life
too.
on Catherine because I saw through
I
Scott.
remember.
I saw through
I
Scott.
remember.
You know,
I remember.
standing
It
up
was
for my
a
girl.
tough time
It was really hard for
because I'm
me.
like, Catherine, what the fuck are we doing here,
It was
babe?
really
What is
hard for me,
this?
but I was vindicated. I was right because she came out of that villa to all the nastiness, bad crazy. Okay, I hated it for her. She had a breakdown, she said, and all to what? Find out that Scott was in that villa playing in her face, and then the producers played in our faces. Okay.
Hmm.
People talking about, oh, Ellum this, Ellum that. Those two men were playing in Catherine's faces. So it was like a lose-lose for her. And then y'all voted her out. I will never, a couple things I will never forgive the British public for. Okay. How they treated Princess Diana in the tabloids will
Hmm.
always be number one, right?
Yeah.
Number two is how they treated Catherine. My Love Island Princess Diana, if we will.
Hmm.
Okay. I know it sounds like a lot. We are
No, it
comparing
doesn't.
apples to oranges here, but it was just so crazy to me to see all the hate that she got. It really hurt me
It
for
was
her
crazy, actually.
because she didn't do anything. She did not do
She was
anything.
perfectly
And I will
lovely.
never, ever get over Scott. Because what did that man come out and do? He came out, he started talking to her again. He literally rekindled something and didn't tell her that he was going to Love Island
Into Love
USA
Island, USA.
until like right before he had to get on the jet plane. And then, yeah. And then, and then he went on to Love Island Games. Scott was
Because he's
on
homeless.
three Love Islands in 1 year.
1 calendar year, everybody.
One
Three
calendar
Love
year.
Islands.
And then no, I'm not over Scott talking about the US of A, okay, and the
No,
election
I'm
and all
still,
that shit that
no,
he
no,
said. You
no.
know, me and him had a little back and forth, okay?
As you should have. If he didn't fuck it, I hate him.
I
I'll
do
never,
too. I
never.
will never. And
I
I did
mean,
think that they were
that put
cute.
me over the edge. That put
Yeah.
me over. I didn't, is the thing. I never liked them together. He just, and I know his ass is going to show up on here.
He is and is four
He's
Love
coming.
Islands.
He's coming.
Four Love Islands in 2 years is mad because you know what?
Nobody wants you. Why do they like him so much? I'm so confused.
That's the thing, Raven. I don't think that
What
they
is
do.
it?
When
Well,
Scott
why
went
they keep casting him?
on to Love Island USA and the UK people got a whiff of it, they were like, "How do we watch Love Island USA?" Like they finally were in our shoes, right? They understood what it's
Yeah,
like to
they were
be us.
stressed. They were like, we need
Okay.
to watch.
And then like even Love Island Games, they didn't get it. So like I think if they don't, I don't think that they love him, but I think when they found out that he was going to USA and then games, they were like, okay, now what? This is like the thirstiest move
It's a
ever.
lot.
And he tried to
Yeah.
act like, oh, this is big boss moves. Like you would take the money too, blah, blah. Was the money worth it? Were you able to get a flat? Okay, with the money that you earned, because from what I see, you're on Instagram doing Fashion Nova men ads. From what I see, you're on
You,
Twitter wrongly speaking about the US election and offending people. Was it worth
he's
it?
no, because he's not getting enough, obviously. Other people go on one Love Island. They making money. Okay? Because they have it. He doesn't have it. So I don't care how many times you go on Love Island. It's not happening.
Mm-mm.
You don't have star power. It's not there.
No, it's not.
Whatever.
And I'm seeing people say that they want to see Catherine and Curtis coupled up.
Why are they saying that? Why are they saying that?
I
Why would
don't
you say
know.
that?
I don't know. I don't know. Raven, I don't
I'm
know. I don't
speechless.
know.
I'm sorry, that's a very stupid thing to say. It's
It is.
stupid.
It is.
Don't say that shit again.
Nini, that is so good. That is so stupid.
Shut up. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck.
but we will
Catherine and
be
Curtis.
we'll be on
Uh-uh.
Love Island All Stars Watch. It's been too long since I've seen Maya Jama on my screen, so I'm very excited. I
Agreed.
love
It's been a very long
I
time.
love
I
it.
miss her. Miss my girl.
Oh, love her down. Okay, let's talk Sex Lives of College Girls. I didn't
Okay.
watch the
I
latest episode, I don't think. Where they
don't
played
think
the
I did
game.
either.
Okay, yeah, so we're good. I just want to talk the overall like general census. I've been meaning to talk about this on this show since, and I've spoken about it with you and Kendrick, but obviously Renee Rapp is no longer on the show. She was on the first two episodes, and I found myself into a little rabbit hole. I guess HBO Max, the production company, somebody is suing Renee Rapp, sought legal action because she broke her contract and just like pieced out of the show. And listen, I am a Renee Rapp fan. I loved her album.
Me
I
too.
do enjoy her. However, however, you cannot just break contracts like that. Like the writers had written for your character and then they have to go back to the writing room. Like it's a domino effect. And while I can be a fan of her, I can also say like, yeah, that's enough to for somebody to sue you because they had to go back,
Yeah, you
pay those
can't do that,
people.
babe.
The writers, y'all know how much shit was like caught up because of the writer's strike. And then the actor strike
Exactly.
standing with the writers. So like I fear that it's being lost on people. You can like her music and be like, yeah, that wasn't cool. Now, the conversation of like her mental health of people being like, oh, well, it was really hard for her to film that show. I understand that. However,
Yeah, but
I
you
may
still
get heat
can't.
for this. Just because something is hard for you, if you contractually like put yourself in that position, there is going to be a consequence for breaking that. I'm not saying that she
Well, that's the
shouldn't
point
have
of the
broken it.
contract.
I'm
No,
not saying
but
she
you
shouldn't have
know,
broken it. I feel for her and her mental health struggles and she was struggling with her sexuality. I have been there before. Okay. And especially at her age, well, I was probably younger than her. I think she's like 25 or something, but I've been there before. I get it. But that don't mean that I can just break contracts and then not have the consequences of that. It's,
right. And then the contract people, the network or whatever, just be like, oh, we understand. Yeah, we'll break it. No, no problem.
yeah.
No,
How,
those people don't care. You're gonna have to cough up some money or something
yeah.
because this whole shit is fucked up now. We already had everything written, girl. This isn't a reality show.
Yeah. how will those are other people's lives and paychecks as well. So like while we're sitting here talking
A
about like
lot of
Renee's
people.
mental health and stuff like that, you have writers don't get paid.
No, they
They
don't pay
don't
those
get
people
their
what they need to.
and they don't get bi-weekly paychecks like the rest of us. Okay, the entertainment industry, they don't get checks like the rest of us. Like, oh, here's your paycheck, it's payday. Like, that's not how that works. So other people's mental health might have struggled too because of the decision that she made. So it's unfortunate. The show will go on, absolutely. However, it's a lawsuit that makes sense. It's a lawsuit that
Yes,
makes sense. Okay.
100%.
We got to
So,
separate some things. How are you feeling about this season?
don't love it. I'll be honest with you.
I don't
I don't
either.
like that new roommate. I don't like the alcoholic blonde girl. I don't like what they have Whitney doing. I don't like a lot of things. It's just, and that's probably why I'm not keeping up with it the way that I normally would be. Um, yeah.
Can I tell you
You can tell something went on in that writer's room where they were like, whatever, fucking yes.
what?
Write this person in. Yes. You want a virgin from North Carolina? Perfect. What else? What else we got? Quickly, come on.
Yeah, quickly.
Um,
Can I tell you what I don't
Yeah,
like?
tell
Had
me.
me hot. How quickly Whitney forgave uh what's her name? Timothy Chalamet's sister.
Oh my God, Kimberly.
Raven, I
That
was
was ridiculous.
actually
It's
because
so unrealistic.
the storyline of Kimberly and Kanan is like that is true. I feel like we've all experienced that, especially at that
Hmm.
age, right?
Yes.
I
Yes, Colin.
literally, yes,
Yes.
I literally had one of my best friends was dating this guy, talking to this guy, and then one of my other best friends met him at a party, and she knew damn well that they were not, we were not a group. However, they knew that they were both my best friends, and they had absolutely, they were around each other. Like, and she still went after him, and it was a mess. And not to be selfish,
Yes, for a
but I
long
was like,
time.
how could you put me in this position? I told you
Because
not.
now I'm uncomfortable.
I was
Why
like,
would you do that?
and my other friend is like, oh, you still gonna be friends with her? And I was like, okay, so the storyline is realistic. Not
I
once,
love it, right? The separate group chats,
if
the separate lunches.
if I tried to put them in a room with one another and be like, you're just gonna fix this, somebody would be bleeding.
Right.
Even if
And
I
I'm gonna
tried to,
lock you in this closet.
at
No.
one point, I wanted to talk to them at the same time, right? Because my one friend that was dating the guy first, she had a point. She was like, Giselle, I'm not fucking with that bitch. She was like, she knew I was dating him. We are all like, she was like, no, me and you are not close, or me and her are not close like me and you, but you are our
No,
mutual
but
best friend. She knows what's
yeah, so
going on
she
in my
knew.
life, just like I do know what's going on in hers. And we have been around each other. She was like, we're around each other at least once every 2 weeks. And I was like, you are
Yeah, yeah.
correct. And I had to tell her, I was like, the other one, I was like, I don't know why you did that shit. I don't know why you
That
did
was
that
very
shit.
stupid.
That's
I told you not
crazy.
to do that.
And I
Now
can't
look at
control,
us.
you know what I mean? My other friend was low key mad at me, and I get it. I get it. It's very stressful. We've all been through it, but let's not sit there and act like
Hmm.
things like that don't change trajectories of friendships, or it doesn't take a while for them to get back on track. It's not just
Yeah.
like we're gonna lock each other in a room and be like, oh my God, I love you. Oh my God, I love you too. We didn't even have sex, like blah, 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 blah. And I didn't like the way
Like,
Kimberly
I don't
was
care.
treating it. Like, technically, they weren't dating at the time. I said, you know what?
That's the thing. Okay, because here's my problem with the making up thing that people do all quickly can't relate, but it's
Mm-mm.
like you were making excuses just like that, right? We didn't even have sex. You weren't dating. So it sounds like you might do this shit again. And you only gonna play in my face once.
Once.
The one
Once.
time. That's why we can't be friends anymore.
Hmm.
I can
And
forgive you. I'm not, but like, we're not going to be friends. You actually don't need to talk to me ever
no,
again.
we may get to a place to where we can be in the same room, which is like how those my two
Sure,
friends,
I'm going to ignore
that's
you.
where they got. And then ironically, me and the other girl had a huge falling out. Don't speak anymore. But like that's how they eventually got. They were, while like the years we were still friends, they were like, I mean, we can be in the same room, and they finally got to a
Hmm.
place where they were like, hello. Oh, I'm so
Enough
happy for
time has
you,
passed.
and in that moment of your
Right.
life, but they were not,
Yeah. No, we're
like,
not going to be friends like that
and
again. You
I
can't be
get it.
trusted.
Yeah, I get it. So that was very unrealistic for me, and I also did not. I did not feel bad when the sorority girls were eating Kimberly up.
I loved that.
I
That
was
was
like,
great.
yeah,
And Whitney was like, what the fuck's going on? It's like, well, yeah, what the point? What's the point of doing all this if I'm not going to have all these girls being like, get the fuck out of here. What
yeah.
is that, a lunchbox? Whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah. When Bella
No,
was like, "You're not gonna slut shame her," I was like, "Are we slut shaming or
that's not slut shaming.
are we saying facts?
I'm
Because
shaming you for
you
being
a bad friend. You broke girl code in a
exactly.
major way, a huge
That's
way,
a first rule.
a
Rule number
huge
one.
way. You could have slept with anybody else, and I wouldn't be saying this.
Look at all these other men around us. And you picked this one? Are you fucking kidding me?
Like
That's the thing. That's the thing.
it is.
I
Ugh.
don't care that you work together. I don't care about none of that shit.
I don't want Kanan around uh Whitney at all.
I'm so mad. I'm so mad. And now she's running over there, going back to him when she has this beautiful billionaire, lovely
With
young
a
man.
B! With a B! You know how lucky you are to get a billionaire in college? It's gonna change
And
the
he's
trajectory of
nice.
your life. Whitney, baby, we
He's a
must
nice
think.
young man. They're
We
being
must
so
think.
stupid. I don't want a rich guy to da, da, da. Okay, bitch, pass him over here then. Because
Whitney,
you're
you
being
are
real
rich.
dumb.
You are rich, Whitney. You're
Right. But she's like, oh, he's a little too rich. Like, you gotta go to hell. Yeah, I can't be friends with you. Imagine your friend saying some shit like that to
no.
you.
I,
That's when I'm gonna break the girl code. That's when it's worth it. Okay,
hello?
because you are stupid and I don't want to be friends with stupid people. So I'm gonna go over there and throw it at him.
Hello? Getting a billionaire son right in college, you're in the perfect place.
I'm saying it, he's nice. He's
He
not
is
like a
nice.
piece of
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah. He is
He's
nice.
being nice to her. If
It,
he
I,
wasn't sure, give him attitude, whatever. But
yeah,
like he's
it's
nice, he looks good. What's the problem? What's the problem? You're looking for a problem.
hello. Okay. Okay. Moving on from that, we must talk about Allison Holker in Twitch and the interview in the book. It's Raven, it's a lot. I will say this. My first thoughts before I gathered more information were okay, I understand what everybody is saying, but this is also her story because she was his wife. And let me give a trigger warning. This is we're going to talk about suicide because Twitch unfortunately took his own life. Like 2 years ago, I think, oh, a little over a year ago. And no, 2 years
Mm-hmm.
ago. So I was like, okay, it's her story too, like blah, blah, blah. But then the more information that came my way, I said, hard stop, hard stop. We could have still done this book. We could have still said a lot of the same things because the message is I get that, like, don't suffer in silence. There are people here that love you and, like, things to look out for. But Miss Mama, mm-mm, mm-mm. She read that man's journal. I get that. I probably would have done the same thing in that situation. However, she released details that
That's
she did not even know about until he passed away and read his journal. That was like detailed abuse before she was in his life. I said, no, 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 baby girl, we should have stuck to what happened while you were with him and what you experienced with him. Okay. And even
and don't release stuff from my journal. This is why I don't
no,
keep a do you keep a journal?
no.
Because you're not going to be reading my journal when
Mm-mm.
I've been murdered or something like that, and you out here putting the details out and shit.
No,
You
no,
know,
I do
because that's what
not.
it always is. It's a situation like this, or they get murdered or something, and they're like reading through, like, you can read it, but why are you going on why are you putting it in a book? Please don't do that to me.
Yeah,
I shouldn't have to say that to you.
yeah. And
Don't.
the NDAs at the funeral.
No, I'm not signing an NDA for my own son's funeral. Are you out of your fucking mind?
I was just about to say, Raven,
What
as
the
a
fuck is
mother,
wrong with you,
as
bitch?
as a
I'm not
mother,
sure. No. You
listen,
got some fucking nerve. You got some fucking nerve.
hmm
I lost him the way that he went, everything like that. And now you're coming to me talking about sign this shit before you come in here to your
enter
son's funeral?
the man that
What?
I birthed.
What is wrong with you? I'm going to punch you in your face.
My mom
It
would
would be
have
something like that. That's a
you
blackout
you
situation.
actually would need an NDA to not discuss what I did to you. You would then need to,
Honestly,
I would then hand you an NDA. My mom would turn this shit out. Like I said in the group chat, my mom
as she should.
so on me about like not prolonging and not dragging my feet about filing for divorce because she was
Yeah,
like,
you need to.
Giselle,
Yeah, that's a good
as
point.
your mother, she was like, this is how this works. God forbid something happened to you. He may be your estranged husband, but legally he's still your husband if you have not filed for anything. And if something happened to you, again, God forbid, he would make the decision. She was like, and then I'm really going to have to turn this shit out. And I'm like,
Right. And
I
you don't
now
want me to be in that predicament.
I really don't think that my soon to be ex-husband would, if God forbid something happened to me, I don't think, and we hadn't filed, I don't think he would have like tried to take that from my mom or anything. But
He ain't that crazy.
we need to make sure, no, we need to make sure things are, by the book. Okay. Again, God forbid.
Yes,
And
yes.
so then did you see the video that her oldest daughter released? That's not her daughter.
Nope,
That's
I
not
scrolled right past it. I scrolled right past
Raven.
it. Tell me about it. But no, because I've already
Raven.
gotten so mad. The NDA
Raven.
was the last thing I checked in on. What was she saying?
I don't know if you feel this way. However, I feel like the older I am, we're now in our 30s. You are now a parent as
Mm,
well. Like,
mm,
I fully understand the term staying out of grown folks' business, like
mm-hmm.
now on a different level. Sometimes it is
Yeah.
cute, like to kind of silence kids when you're just trying to like say your feelings. And I don't agree with that. However, this is a perfect case of like, baby, you got to stay out of grown folks' business because there's some things that you simply will not understand because you are essentially still a child. She's a teenager, but she is a child. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, Twitch is not her biological dad. And a lot of people were like getting on
Okay.
her about calling him Steven. I don't care about that. People like we're focusing on the wrong
Well,
things.
some people do
However,
that, right, with
yeah,
their step
that's not her
parents.
dad. Period. Not her dad.
Right.
I don't care.
Yeah.
We're focusing on the wrong things. She says that there's somebody who spoke out against Allison. I guess Twitch was either planning on suing or actively suing at the time of his death. Baby girl, you don't need to be speaking on that. She was like, and
No,
it
because
was
I'm
very
sure
much
you
said,
don't know.
it was very much said like a child would say it. She was like, Nelson, I know about you. Twitch was suing you. I was like, no, 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 no. Somebody take her phone, okay? Because what do you know about suing? What do you know about suing?
She
And
doesn't
even
know anything.
and
She overheard it, and there, I'm sure she's missing a lot of details that are very important, and she don't know the whole story.
And even if he was suing, like death is so permanent. And so, again, when it comes in a shocking way like this, that goes out the
Hmm.
window. I have
Yeah.
had friendship fallouts that if I found out that one of them passed away, especially like this, I would be like, oh my God. Like, I would not be sitting there like, oh, well, you know what? They were
Talking
suing me and
shit.
blah. No, this is not this is
No, it
why
doesn't
you
matter
stay out
anymore.
of grown folks' business. Then she talks about she was like family dynamics. She was like, these people, like I haven't even seen them or heard of them. Or and like they didn't like my mom. And I get it. I saw some things happen between my dad's side of the family and my mom, even as a child. And
Hmm.
I know what I saw and I know what I heard. Still to this day, I'm like, yeah, I don't fuck with that. But again, if something were to happen to my dad, even actually something like tragic did happen to my dad. He had a stroke, he passed out, and he was found in a parking garage unconscious. It was
Oh
very,
my
very
God.
scary for everybody involved. When his
Yeah.
family like showed up and started like, coming around again, me, my mom, everybody was like, we were like, okay, like, this is a time for everybody to like kind of put their differences aside. Yeah. When the disrespect started happening again, that was a whole different story after because everybody
Right.
was trying to make like take care of it, like his care and everything. However, family dynamics are complicated, but when you are a child and you are younger, you may not understand. I understand that, especially with interracial relationships, there was probably some things, some comments said about your mom. Okay.
Oh, I'm sure.
I don't know how
I'm
that
sure.
lands, like what the actual situation was, but I am sure that I know that it's painful and hard to see. Again, not your place to be talking about this on the platform on Instagram.
That's the
Instagram.
part.
Okay.
Hmm.
I know why you have such a huger audience than I think you realize, Miss Mama, or you know that you have this huge audience and you think that you're
And
just
that's
trying to
why she's
stand up for
doing
your
it.
mom. I get
Yeah.
that. No, I'm a ride for my mom all the time, but time and
Me
place
too.
and knowing my mom tells me often, sometimes when like shit goes on the family, like the best thing you can do for me right now is just be quiet. I don't want you to get
Yeah.
into it with them. And then because it's going to snowball into something else, just be quiet, Zell. And I got you, mom. Okay. So
I'm
then
gonna
she goes
listen.
on to say, talk about the NDAs. She goes, the NDAs were a reason because God forbid somebody take a picture of Steven and then it end up on the internet. Correct. I understand that. But you also need to understand that asking somebody's
That's not,
mother and
that's no,
blood
no.
relatives to sign
Right.
NDAs is insane. Insane, especially
She
when they
wasn't
are.
gonna take a picture and post her son on the internet.
I don't, I have been to a lot of weddings and like or not weddings, funerals and wakes and things like that. Not once have I ever taken a
I've never
picture
seen it,
of
and I've never thought of doing it, and I would never do that. That is strange behavior.
it is. And even like their so you think you can dance co-star, whatever that was like. She came out and spoke. She was like, I was there when y'all met. I stood by you at your wedding. I'm
Mhm.
sorry. This young girl, her Allison Holker's daughter, I'm gonna tell you something. That woman who was there when your parents met and when they got married, she probably has a better understanding of what's going on than you do because her
Yeah.
frontal lobe is developed. Her that young
There's
lady
that.
is able, she can, I don't know, I can't remember what her name is. She can feel her feelings, absolutely can protect her mom, however, time and place. And talk about protecting, your mom needs to get your phone from you.
That's the thing. I wonder if, because, like you said, you were with your family thing, your mom's like, the best thing you can do is just be quiet. And I wonder if her mom knew she
Hmm.
was going to do that, if
I
she
don't
knew she did
know.
that, and afterwards was like, don't do that shit again.
I
You're just making it worse. Like, don't do nothing
girl,
like that again. Or like what it looked like on that end. I'm
I
curious.
I don't know, but it was just bad and it's on the internet, so it lives forever. Of course, people screen recorded it, of course, all of this.
Of
And
course.
now it's out there, right? I don't
Mm.
agree with the adults in the comment section on that live, like telling this young girl, like, you need to be calling him dad, you need to be this, you need to be that. Shut up. You're
Well,
not
no,
helping
she
anything
doesn't.
here.
Okay.
No,
But
that's not where
that's
things are
also
getting
not the point. Yeah.
it was bad all around, and this is making a sticky situation. And Allison came out, of course, was like, my Twitch would want his story told. I don't like when
You don't
people
know that.
speak for
Don't say
the
what
deceased.
I would want.
I can say what I think. I can say I think that he would want the story told. However, I don't do that. Don't do
No.
that. You cannot
Because now
because
you're just making it fit your narrative.
yeah, it's bad. It's a mess all around. It's very sad. And, somebody was saying that like she took the boss name off of, oh, that was the other thing her daughter said. She took boss off of her Instagram handle like 2 days after he passed away. I do think that's weird.
What does that mean? What is boss? I don't really
That's
know.
his last name. Last name.
Oh,
Yeah. And
oh,
she said she was doing all this to protect the boss legacy.
what does that mean?
The
How is
like
that
his legacy,
protected?
yeah. And so that's what the So You Think You Can Dance co-star like called out. She was like, you're doing
You
this to
erased
protect the
it.
the boss legacy. You took that off of your Instagram profile 2 days. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I found it when it first happened, her retelling of how she went to the police and everything kind of, I side-eyed because I was like, what? It was like she said his car was in the driveway, but he wasn't home, and she immediately knew something was wrong and she ran into the police station. It was a little dramatic. It was very movie-esque. And I was like, hmm, okay, missing persons, just things that I do know. If your significant other's car is at home, but they're not at home, that is not automatically an indicator to in the legal sense that something is wrong. And I understand to you something was wrong, right? But
Hmm.
I don't know. It was all very weird. All of it very, very odd. I want it to be put to rest because I want Twitch to rest in peace. at the end
Yes.
of the
Let that
day.
man rest. Jesus, what a mess.
Yeah. Yeah. It was it was bad. So, and it's just getting worse, okay? It was worse and it's about to get worse.
Went to
So,
worser.
okay. Okay, now the rest of these topics are all Bravo related. So, first things
All
first,
right.
I'm so happy that I have you here because you are kind of on the same accord with me. And you were there first. I just want to give you your tens because you were there first on Real Housewives of Salt Lake
Uh-oh.
City.
Oh, I'm like, this might not be something that I need my tens for.
I'm
Oh.
I'm seeing what you were saying where you're just like, it's fine. I'm not like moved by it. And for
Mhm.
me, for me, it's simply because these women are painfully aware that they are recording a reality TV show. And I feel
Right,
like
right.
it's there's some disingenuine just I can't I'm having
Okay,
a
and
hard time.
no, thank you for saying that because I'm not sure. I don't think that I pointed that out about it. I was just like, it's not hitting for me the
Mhm,
way it is for everyone else, and I'm not sure what it is. But I think that I agree with you.
mhm,
And so it's interesting that people can pinpoint on New York
mhm,
that they're just like coming up with stuff, trying to, self-produce and this and that.
mhm.
But over on Salt Lake, it's the same thing is happening, but everyone loves it. And is it because there's just like a bunch of different stories going
Mhm.
on and
Yeah.
it's funny, maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. And on New York, it's just like this isn't funny.
Yeah.
This is all just very stupid and
Yeah.
none of you are likable and I don't know. I'm like working through it right now.
You know
So,
what kind of I didn't love the outrage about Monica last year because
mhm.
there were too many holes in the story. I get the core of like, no, I don't want to hang out with somebody who is like on I know is online under false profiles, like being around
Mhm.
and it was being around me and is like creating fake profiles and like running them. I get them not wanting to be around her because of that. And
Of
Monica
course.
did
Of
not
course.
have any accountability when it was
Nope.
happening, right? However, can we, after Whitney had that thing earlier in the season and she was literally on the phone with that Up and Adam guy who is literally he
Mhm.
is a Bravo content creator. I'm pretty sure he's the one who did the YouTube interview with Mary's mom and stepdad. I'm pretty sure that's him.
What?
Yeah, I'm almost positive that he is the one who did that interview. He conducts these interviews and
I don't like that.
yeah, he says things sometimes that it's like he is a glorified Bravo content creator. Like, yes, he has a
Mm.
huge following, he has a YouTube channel, like all of this stuff. But at the end of the day, Whitney is literally on the phone with the Bravo fan account.
Yeah, so she's doing the same
They
thing.
are all doing
What's
the
the
same thing.
difference?
They're all
And I
doing the
don't
same
like
thing.
that.
And Tanisha was Heather's hairdresser. Heather escaped the responsibility. Tanisha kind of escaped responsibility for all of that to me as well. Like,
Completely.
I get the
Yeah.
Monica of it all, but there are other people. There are other people within the circle that y'all should be concerned about as well.
Hmm.
It's nuts to me. So, and especially to be where we are now, or not Bronwyn. I feel like the women, I'm not like a Bronwyn stan. I think she's been very entertaining this season. I think she's been as true, the most true out of almost everyone besides maybe like Mary. To
Hmm.
like an honest reaction of like what's going on. Pretty much Bronwyn is saying, I have been friends with Lisa for 10 years and I've never seen this side of her. I am seeing somebody different than what I usually see. And we're watching her actively try and work it out in her brain, like, this is the person I knew, and this is the person that I see. And I'm
So
confused.
you're doing this shit for TV.
Yes. And Bronwyn, but while she's also trying to keep up, right? She is also being like, okay,
Yeah, it's hard. I
I
can't
need
keep
to be
up.
entertaining. I do need to like give these people something. I need to be entertaining. So like, okay, like we're watching her work through it all in real time. I don't really necessarily agree with people being like, Bronwyn's a tattletale, like Bronwyn's running to Lisa, blah, blah. I do find it annoying that Bronwyn kind of still wants Lisa's like, you know, affection and her friendship.
I hate it. I
I
think
hate
it's
it
weird,
too.
and she needs to stop doing that because it's giving Heather like loser energy.
Yes.
Stop it,
I
Bronwyn. You
don't
don't need to be friends with Lisa. What is that?
I don't understand why everybody wants to be friends with Lisa. Lisa, I don't think Lisa can have
Me
anybody removed
neither.
off the show. I know that she kind of brought everything together. She knew the production group and everything. I get that, but that doesn't mean that she can have you removed off of the show. Okay. Lisa, what do we even know about Lisa except for Jack has a tummy ache across the world and she has to have glam everywhere. That's what I know about her and Vita Tequila.
And she likes fast food, and
Yeah.
nobody came to Henry's
She keeps
party.
us so
Yeah.
surface level. She is quite literate. She is playing from the Kyle Richards playbook of like
It's working for her.
make these people think they know about you and that you have a storyline, but they actually don't. Because
Hmm.
y'all have heard me say it before. I actually don't know why Mauricio and Kyle are getting divorced. They have
Oh
not
no,
told
we're
us.
never gonna know.
No, we're
No.
never gonna know. I don't actually know why Kyle and Kathy can't seem to get along. I have an idea, but I do not
Hmm.
know. And she says the most surface level things and
All the
but then
time.
cries, okay, and then throws somebody else under the bus. And that is what Lisa is doing. And every time Lisa got up
Hmm.
from that table 2 episodes ago, crying and was like, I can't do this. I'm not doing this. Because she realized that she tried to make somebody else look bad. And in turn, she's like, oh shit, these girls kind of are on my shit and they don't really care for me that much. And I'm just one person, right? I
Hmm.
don't really know too much about Lisa, except for I think that she is extremely self conscious about being a parent. We've talked about this before.
Yes, very much so.
And
That
don't,
is her thing. And no one, I don't, did Angie call her a bad mom? I don't think so. I feel like she thinks she's not necessarily the best mom for
mhm.
whatever the reasons are. So if somebody brings that shit up in the slightest, it's like she's flying off the handle.
Well,
Because if you know you're a good mom, like, bitch, I don't care what you say.
I
I
understand
know
that
I'm a good
kids,
mom.
yeah, I know that kids are flipping. So we talked about this. Like
Hmm.
the way she flies off the handle when like Henry is brought up versus that other one, I think Jack, because she has said before, like me and Jack are just alike. He relates to me. We love to get our toes done. He loves designer. Like she gets Jack. She has a child that's
Yes, they're
different than her.
besties.
I
Hmm.
don't think anything's wrong with Henry, but he's different. He is not interested in the
No.
same things his older brother is interested in, right? And I think that she
Hmm.
doesn't know how to like relate to that. And I see this because that's kind of how my dad was. When I stopped wanting to play sports and stuff, my dad had nothing to relate to me over and it was just kind of like, well, what's wrong with you? Like you're different now and da 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 da. Instead of like adjusting.
It's like, yeah,
Okay.
I'm growing up.
Yeah.
I got it
And
right.
what Angie said was you let the screen parent your kid. Okay, Henry. And for Lisa, I think she's just like he likes to play his video games. I'm not interested in that. So
So
yeah,
I let him
go
do
play
it,
that. Yeah, I let him do it. That really all you have to say, Lisa.
which is
I don't think
fine.
it's yeah,
Right.
it's totally
Let the
fine.
boy play his games.
I have friends that are parents a lot now because of being the age that I am. And I have friends that are like limit the screen time and then I have friends that are like if it keeps them like entertained while I get this done, I don't have a problem with it.
Hmm.
You know, I mean,
Hmm.
it's fine, but Lisa gets like, oh my God. And I hate Lisa because she can't read a bitch down, right? Every
No,
time
she
Whitney
can't.
starts making points, and I don't even love Healing Journey, you know this.
No,
Every
she's very
time,
irritating, but
yes,
she's been funny a little bit.
yes. Every time Healing Journey starts pointing the finger at Lisa, all Lisa does is she's like, shut up, bitch. I'm
Yeah,
like,
she's
I'm
like, shut
sorry.
the fuck up, Whitney.
She calls
Whoa.
her a bitch a lot. I would be like, you're not gonna keep calling me outside my name because you would be all types of leather faces. Okay?
Whitney,
You called me
yeah,
a bitch.
Whitney's a
I'm gonna
good
call you every
sport.
type of bad skinned, flat haired ass hoe. Okay? You
Yeah.
calling me a bitch. The fuck?
And Whitney's like, whatever. She lets it roll off her shoulder. She's like, I'm gonna still say what I got to say.
You know what? And kudos
Yeah.
to Healing Journey. Kudos to her
Yes.
in that sense because you called me a bitch out of nowhere in the
She
derogatory
hates
sense.
Whitney in the worst way.
She'll literally, Whitney will start
She
talking.
hates
She'll be
Whitney.
like, shut up. You're a conniving bitch.
Whoa.
I would be like, why do you feel that way? Why do you think I'm a conniving bitch? Because I'm going to sit here and tell you why I think you're a stupid bitch. So get your thoughts
Hmm.
out now, babe. Get your
A
thoughts out now.
self-centered
And
bitch.
I may be a
Yes.
conniving bitch, but guess where I can go? Palm Beach tan. You can't. At least I'm not a Karen ass bitch. Look at that.
Oh my God, the worst kind of bitch. The worst kind.
I would bring that up each and
Ugh.
every time. I'd be like, Lisa, you're rude to service workers. Everybody knows it. That's why you're banned from Palm Beach Tan. Palm Beach Tan is in the fucking shopping center by Deerbergs. You need glam everywhere you go. I need glam. You don't have anybody to come to your house and spray tan you whenever
Give
you
you a
fucking
spray
want
tan?
and not have to
Bitch, just
follow.
regular people doing that.
Hello, and you don't
What
have to
is-
follow the laws because the reason she's banned from tanning is because she wasn't following the fucking rules. She was getting in that bed too damn much, and it shows.
Lisa, stop it. It does show. You're not supposed to do that. Why are you doing that still?
Wait, you know what?
Girl,
Healing Journey, please slide into my DMs because I'm gonna give you some reads. I'm gonna give you some reads because Lisa wants to keep it surface level, babe. We could
she
keep it
won't be able
surface
to remember
level.
them.
We could keep
She
it
won't be
surface
able to
level, or I
remember.
can dig deeper. But you call me a bitch, and I'm coming for
I
your
have
fucking neck.
options. Uh-huh.
Okay. But yeah, and then while Brittany was recording them, She got caught and they're sitting there like Bronwyn's still two-faced.
Zell, can I tell you how mad I was? I was so happy once they got to the lake or whatever body of water, and Lisa's like, "Does Brittany think just because she's jumping into the water that we forgot that she was recording us?" I was like, "Yes, yes, keep
Hello?
this anger, keep it
Hello?
up." And then they get to the lunch, and Brittany's like, "Well, I've been fucking Jared," and everyone's like, "Oh yes, the LDS church." I was like, "No, no, no, we were doing so good." Get back. That bitch was recording and she still hasn't said why. Why were you doing that?
He
This
got
is
up
not
on
the first time you were doing it.
she got up on the after show and then changed the story multiple times. She keeps changing the story. And then Whitney said that after the reunion, they all went out to eat together without Bronwyn. I said the reason y'all don't
Without
like Bronwyn,
Bronwyn,
but Brittany, who is recording y'all, who your main issue is that we have to be able to trust each other. And then Heather's stupid ass was talking about we say things to each other that we only say in this group with the camera. In this group with the camera, don't say that.
Heather,
Don't say
Heather,
that.
shut up,
Okay.
Heather.
And Heather, everybody keeps looking at you to answer for Brittany because that's your friend. Your friend,
Right?
babe.
You imagine being the bitch
Yeah.
that sat up there on that beach, given that fucking speech with
Yep.
the lines
Mm-hmm.
and the wind blowing and everything. And then you bring a new bitch over here and she's recording everyone and she's being shady and sneaky about it. Where's the speech for that? Where's the
Raven.
speech? Where's the yelling? Where's the
Raven.
hand slapping? Where's it
Raven.
at? Where's the
She
energy? I'm just confused.
So am I. Brittany said her daughter got an A on a math test or whatever the fuck. And she said, I just wanted to say, love you, so proud of you. That is a very simple text message to send.
Even a
Love
voice note, if
you,
you will.
proud of you.
I don't,
5 words. 5
you
words.
press the little red dot and you could say it. You
You
don't
and
need
you
to do a
literally could be
video.
like, sweetie, I'm so proud of you. I'm so sorry it's very loud right now. But my point is, you could have texted that. You could have said, love you, so proud of you,
You
working, call you as soon as I get off this bus.
exactly. It's loud on here. You're
Like,
sending a video. What the fuck? You think I'm stupid.
hello?
And that's what I don't. You think I'm a dumb bitch. That's what this is. And I don't appreciate that because I'm not. So why were you doing it? Oh my God, don't piss me off.
We're talking about get her married.
Yes, I was like, yes, get her Meredith. I'm never going to say that again. But in that instance, yes, please.
And
Yell
yes,
at her some more. Yell at her
Meredith
some
was
more. I don't feel bad that she's crying.
no. Meredith was doing way too much. But when
As she does.
listen,
As she does.
listen, Mary was all of us in that moment. She said, get her, Meredith. get her. And then she was like, when she went out crying, and Mary was like, I don't care. We've all been through that. And she's correct. There have been times when
So
every
true.
single person
They
has been
have.
yelling at one person. So now all of a sudden, because somebody cries, we can't yell at one another. No, no, that's what we're
No,
here
girl,
for.
and okay, and if you cry and maybe you don't need to be here. I
Raven.
literally felt like I literally was like, I feel like I'm watching baddies, like they're about to jump her. And like if you're crying and you're running away, you don't need to be here. I don't know what
Raven,
to tell you.
nothing, I want to tell
Oh.
you this, nothing pisses me off quite like when somebody has done something wrong, somebody has done
Mhm.
something out of fucking bounds, and you literally call them on it. You're like, wait a minute, you mean to tell me you XYZ in the most surface level things like, oh, I just all I did was state what you actually did, and the tears start
Yeah.
flowing, and then people are like, wait a minute, no.
No, I'm not gonna wait a minute. I'm gonna continue and you're gonna
Oh,
let me.
I would literally be like, do I need to cry? I have said this multiple times with people that I have done some wrong shit to me. I'm like, oh, so do I need to fucking cry so that y'all feel bad? And I've started doing it. I will literally pinch my nose.
Whatever, whatever I need to do.
I will be like, it's really, really hard for me because like this person has done me wrong and no one wants to be held accountable. I'm
Uh-huh.
going to
Because
start
that's the
playing your
only way
game
they're
with
gonna
you.
listen.
I'm going to start playing your
Yeah.
game with you. You got me fucked up. We are now to worried about the tears. Do you know how easy it is for some people to cry? Like I just told you, I made myself cry just so I could prove a fucking point.
It's not hard. You just gotta think about something. I need to
Be
start
held
crying.
accountable. Be you. It is not wrong
Girl,
for you to be held accountable.
it's just so I don't know. How do you feel about Britney like as a whole? Even
Okay,
maybe before she did this. Like,
listen.
and I'm not talking like I'm not saying I want her gone. I'm
Yeah,
just saying I don't like her. And I feel like people are like, oh, well, you don't like to what? Like, damn, I don't have to like everybody on the fucking show. I don't think you do.
right. Look, for example,
I
I
just said
don't
I
like
don't
Lisa
fucking like
Barlow.
her.
I don't like
I
Lisa
don't
Barlow.
like most of them.
I fair. I don't think Lisa Barlow needs to be off the show. I just don't care for her. And
No,
I don't like her fans. Like they think that it's really weird. The Lisa Barlow fandom of it all is really fucking weird to me. I don't
it
like, but I
is.
don't think
It's
she
getting
needs to be off
weirder.
the show. It is getting weirder. It is. There's been twice now that I have watched the episode late and then
Hmm.
like based off of online, I'm like, oh damn, Bronwyn must have really fucked up or done XYZ. And then I watch the episode and I'm like, are y'all
No.
okay? It's like
Yeah.
very surface level. But back to Brittany. Brittany, I before this whole recording incident, I literally was like, "Oh, this woman can never be promoted. She's too desperate, and it's really funny for me to watch." At that brunch, and she was like,
Yes.
"Guys, what about me? We have to limit her camera time. We have to keep her camera time limited, okay? Because she has to be desperate
Hmm.
enough." However, after this, I'm kind of feeling like Brittany is going to be in on the joke too much, and now she's going to like play into it. And you know, me and you both don't
I
like that.
hate that.
I
I
don't like
hate that
that.
shit. It makes me insane. But she's absolutely, absolutely, she's doing it already with
She
the
is.
I have an announcement. Girl, stop it.
Yeah.
God, can you just let us have something? Let us
Hello?
make the jokes. You don't get to do it.
Hello?
Call for attention on the show and that's it.
Kyle
Damn.
Richards is one that does that too, and we'll get to her. But yeah, I after this, I'm like, okay, it's really it's a wrap. We can't have anything that's fun anymore for just us. And I also feel
No, we can't.
I am a human. I also do sometimes feel like when we make fun of people too much, I do start to feel a little bad because I don't want that to affect her. Like we make fun of her for being so desperate
Mm-hmm.
because she is. She is, right?
She's very
But I
desperate.
have to draw the line somewhere. I do.
I know, because I do. Okay. I think we've talked about this before, maybe, but it's like sometimes, sometimes I'll say things or that's why sometimes I don't want to talk about certain things
Hmm.
because I'm like,
Hmm.
I know I'm gonna do too much. So let me just not because I'm like, I went a little far.
A hundred
A
percent.
little bit too much that time.
100%. People think I'm joking when I
Let me relax.
when I do my TikToks and I'm like, let me find it. But that really is me because sometimes
Literally.
I will start getting on a roll and we must remember I am essentially talking to myself in a room. So like
Yeah.
I get out
Yeah.
of hand because I'm like, well, it's just me here. But then I'm putting it
Nobody's checking me.
yeah, I'm putting it out. So that's a real. I'm like, let me. Let me find it. Let me dial this
Might be a
back.
little too much.
Okay,
Mhm.
and let me just put in the group chats because it is
That's
too
that
much.
is the importance of the group chats.
It
Yeah,
is
because I'm
too
like,
much.
I've called Heather a loser so many
Oh
times. Like,
God.
when am I gonna stop? But she needs to stop. You see, this is my
I'm
problem.
sick. You know
She
what?
needs to
I'm sick
stop.
of Heather too because the way she tried to blow right past Meredith. Meredith asked her a very simple question. What did you say? What do you mean? What are you saying? Why do you think that?
Why did you sound
And Heather tried to say,
what
Heather tried to blow right past it. She goes, all we said was that you and Lisa understand because you've been on the receiving end of, infidelity and or being accused of infidelity. So, anyways, Bronwyn and man was like,
not no
no,
anyways.
no, no, I'm confused.
Back it up.
I have never cheated on my husband. And you know what? I'm sick of this. You stop it. Her
She's getting
elevation,
her wound up.
her
It's
elevation
beautiful.
is so funny to me. That's why I don't want to lose her completely, but she might need to go to friend of because her elevation is what kills me. And Heather tried to walk away. Heather tried to do everything but answer Meredith. But I'm
Uh-huh.
like, in this sense, Heather actually just proved Bronwyn right. There was a conversation that took place where you and Whitney, not so much Angie. Angie didn't have nothing. And I peeped that when the scene was happening. I said, Angie ain't saying a motherfucking word. No.
Mm-hmm.
Angie was like, I just, because
She was like,
Bronwyn
nope.
came. Bronwyn did. I do feel like she set them up a little bit. She sat at the table
No,
with
she
them.
did.
She was like, how do y'all feel about that? And Angie said, I just want to understand what you're looking for from Lisa. Angie played her game. I gotta give Angie her tens. I must give her her tens. Because when that was happening, I said, now that bitch is smart. She is smart.
Hmm.
She said,
She
I'm gonna let
is.
these two bad weather do the talking.
Yeah,
And they
because she knew
did.
they would.
And they
Yeah.
did. And Heather's like, all we said was that you both understand what it's like to be cheaters, to be accused of being cheating.
Like,
And
whoa, 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 whoa.
Meredith's like, bitch, hold on.
Pardon? Wait a
Heather just
minute
keeps
now.
trying to walk through the hotel. And I was with Meredith. Hold on. Get back
No,
here.
because I'm gonna follow you. No,
Get back here.
I'm gonna follow you.
And like everybody else was just like, she's like, all I said was this. You said something damaging. You called me a
What do you mean
cheater.
all you said?
What do you mean all you said? So you mean to tell me Bronwyn was correct? And all Bronwyn said to Lisa was like, I was a part of a conversation that we talked about you. You were talked about
Mhm.
because it's going to be on screen. Now, Bronwyn does that a little too much for me, but again, that's her trying to work through being on
Me
reality
too.
TV. That's her trying
Yes,
to
it is
work
because
through
she's
being
gonna
on
run
reality
right back.
because it's like, girl, I
She's
personally
over
don't
here
feel like
talking, she runs over there.
I
This is
don't
what
feel
was
like
said.
that conversation needed to be repeated. I feel like Lisa could have just seen it on TV and it would have been fine because
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't that much. It wasn't that bad. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Mostly because Angie refused to talk. And I was right there with
Love
her.
her.
I do. I love her too. I
She's
really do.
great.
She is. But yeah, Salt Lake City, this whole recipe of like, we're just gonna blame people because Lisa accused Bronwyn of being a Twitter fan account. And it like what the account
I'm
tweeted
not
was
gonna
not
keep
bad.
doing
I
this.
I tweeted all the time. I'm like, I don't understand why y'all are so obsessed with Lisa Barlow. She could never da da da. I say shit like that all the time. Lisa replied to it and was like, "Hi Bronwyn, you're literally weaponizing your stupid ass fans. I'm so sorry if y'all are Lisa fans. I don't mean to call you dumb. And I'm not talking about y'all.
Well, it's not those ones.
It's not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're not the ones doing it.
Yeah,
They're
all she
normal
does is
fans.
weaponize her fans because people were like, like, no, that Lisa is
Yeah.
avoiding
She
accountability
knows.
on all time. She knows what she's doing. Lisa's not
Mm-hmm.
stupid. She has been a
No, far
housewife
from
fan
it.
for a long time. All of these women have, and they've admitted
Yeah.
it. You know
That's
what I
a big
mean?
part of
So
the
I
problem.
hate it.
Mm-hmm.
I hate it. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be able to do it. But now moving on to Roni. This is gonna be very quick because I just have to grab Bryn by her chin really quick. I have
You go
stopped
ahead and do
watching.
it because I just told you.
I have not
Right.
been watching Roni. I've not been watching Roni whatsoever because
There's
I
no
had
need
enough.
to.
I had enough. Had enough of you, you beast. After that fucking fib, lie to rumor, whatever the fuck that shit was. Stupidest shit I've ever seen in my goddamn life. I said, I'm done with this. And I actually also had enough from the beginning of Brynn with her beefs with everybody. Baby, it's you. It's you. You're arguing with everybody. And I don't even necessarily think Uba needs to be on this show. She very much is giving friend of. But bitch, don't, if I'm sitting at a table leaving you alone and I'm on my motherfucking phone, don't you look up at me and be like, so why are you even here? Why are you even here? If you're just gonna be on your phone, don't talk to me about why I'm on my phone. Don't, And then Brynn, my issue with Brynn as well, just being besides her being just fucking annoying, is that you can tell when she is excited that she has gotten under your skin. You can tell when she is
Oh
producing
yeah.
because she makes
She's
this
a
fucking
troll.
face. She makes this fucking
I
face. She'll
can't.
literally sit there and be like, her
She's like,
chin
got him.
grows an inch. Her eyes
Ew, it's
start bugging the fuck out. She's like, what did you just say to me? What did you just say to me? Oh, really? And she has a smile on her face as she's starting, like, because she's like, I'm gonna get this scene in. I'm gonna get this scene in. No, enough. And I'm tired of Jenna Lyons. I'm tired of everybody not saying, Brynn, you are instigating this shit. Brynn, why are you talking to Jessica about having a photographer at her kid's birthday party? I'm very positive if the normal human being could afford it, they would absolutely have
I would
photographers at their kids' birthday parties because you
at
want
my
those
kids
memories
everything, honey.
instead of taking on
Exactly.
the like duty of taking pictures yourselves because that very much so takes
Because
you
then
out
I'm
of
not
the
in the
moment.
picture. Also, that I'm trying to take pictures of everybody now. I'm not in the fucking pictures and I need to be in there.
Yeah. And
It's
don't
just
talk to
like
me.
any important thing, you have a photographer there. You're
Yeah.
just a see, I'm
Yeah, find
I was
it,
about to
find
say
it,
something.
find it. Don't do it. I don't want the people to cancel you. I know what you're about to say though. Even her being like, it's
You
glam at
want
your
to have
birthday
pictures
party.
done, do it. Do it. If you Why wouldn't she have pictures at the birthday party? This isn't a regular birthday party.
Even
And
it's
also, I
my
don't care. Nobody wants to see pictures of you. That's what you're mad about.
if it's my
Take pictures.
birthday party or my kid's birthday party or my mom's birthday party. I don't give a fuck. I'm having photographers.
I will have a photographer everywhere.
Aaron had photographers at that fucking anniversary party she had last year. It's fine. It's totally fine. When Brynn was like, no, I didn't have photographers. I showed up drunk. That's do you
Like,
want to
why
analyze that? Do
would
you
you
want me
do
to
that?
analyze that? I did my own makeup and I showed up drunk. And you looked it, babe. And you looked it.
Yeah.
You want me to analyze
That's sad.
that?
Like, that's not great.
Do you want me to analyze that you did your own makeup and you showed up drunk? Showing up drunk. Do we have a drinking problem? Do we need to put the bottle
What's
down?
going on?
Because I was really worried about you in the Hamptons at the beginning of the season. How about that? They need to start flipping this shit around with her ass. Okay.
I know, here's the thing that really pisses me off, and it's especially Aaron, especially
Mm-hmm.
Aaron. They
Mm-hmm.
all sit there and let Brynn do her bullshit, and they don't say nothing. And then they get into their confessionals and they talk sense, and they're like, "Oh yeah, well, Brynn does this and that, and I
Mm-hmm.
think she was only doing this and that, just she specifically, targeting blah 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 whatever." But they don't say nothing. They just sit there. They just fucking sit there.
Yeah,
It makes me crazy.
it
But then
does.
Aaron, she's such a flip-flopper.
Oh
Girl,
God.
this is why people say I cannot be friends with you if you were friends with this person that I don't fuck with. Because
Uh-huh.
look at what you're doing.
Look at you.
Look at what the fuck you're doing. Anytime you go over there, I know you are just agreeing with whatever shit she's talking about me.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You're not gonna do that to me. You're not gonna fucking do that to me.
Exactly.
Brynn is such a fucking like, oh my God. And
Uh,
it wouldn't take much as a thing, like, because she does all that picking, but she's so sensitive. Like she can't handle anything. So it
Hello.
really wouldn't even take that much fucking effort. And don't, oh, you're upset that Uba, like, she didn't say you sleep with people to get on the show, but
She
I'm
said maybe you slept
sorry.
with somebody.
Maybe you did. That's what you put out there.
And listen, we all know
Stop
Uber don't
acting
be
over
making no
sex like
sense.
that.
Uber
No,
don't be
she
making no
doesn't.
sense. She really does not. She just be saying something. And I feel like Uba in that moment over the phone thing, like she really was just like, no, I'm not paying attention to you. And you're on my
The
fucking nerves. So
conversation's boring.
I'm just gonna yeah, I am just gonna start fucking screaming stuff. And not for nothing. Y'all used to love when Dorinda used to be screaming stuff. What does clip mean? You better
Don't mean
back
anything.
that shit up. Clip. The whole reason we liked the clip was because we were like, what the fuck does this mean? Like, what? Okay. We need to
You
move on.
fool.
You fool.
What?
Oh my God. Okay.
Oh, my
Next we have to
girl.
talk about Karen, and we're just gonna lead this into bitch
Oh,
about
dear.
it. Okay.
Okay.
This is my first bitch about it because I have two. One is
Excuse me.
the Karen defenders, and at the same time, the Karen draggers. Okay. Karen was wrong. Karen is not
Period.
perfect by far. Okay. And I am really irritated at this whole rehab thing. I don't like the way Karen has behaved this entire
I
season.
don't like it either.
However, one person was like, Karen never said she was innocent. She just said that she was going to let the courts do what the courts do. There is no defending
She
this.
did say she, right. Like, no,
There is
she
no
did say she
defending
was
this.
innocent. Please come on.
She did. Okay. And this is not like a legal case of like, did I steal this money? Or like Ray and his tax evasion. This is a very clear, there's
You
videos.
absolutely did.
You
I
you
saw you.
absolutely I saw you and I
You said
heard
you were
you.
lit. You said that out of your mouth. You said a
Yeah.
lot of things, but you did say.
And listen, somebody was like, people who are like, why are we not dragging the White Housewives? I talked about
I don't
Shannon
know.
Storms
Everybody can get
Bedore.
dragged over here.
I talked about Shannon Storms Bedore. Okay. But the difference is Shannon came up here and was like, I don't remember what happened. I am so sorry. I was just really stressed, like blah, 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 blah. And then you brought
She put the
Alexis
breathalyzer
Bellino
in her
on.
car.
Yeah, you
Oh
brought
yeah, that
Alexis
really
Bellino
helped her
over
out.
here. And like Alexis Bellino didn't need to be here. Okay. She was fucking annoying. Karen is just avoiding responsibility and accountability. But this two things can be true. And I said this. I don't know if I said it on here. The thing that's irritating me about like the Robins and the Green Eyed Bandits being like, I told you so about Karen is that Karen does have an issue. She has a drinking problem and she has an accountability problem, which ties into the drinking, why I think that it's so scary because I don't think she thinks she did anything wrong. Robin is not the person, and people who don't like Karen, Charisse, all them, they're not the people that need to bring that to the forefront because they openly
Mm-hmm.
dislike her. Karen needs help.
Yeah.
The person it's really hard when it's like, yeah, that person doesn't like me because of not because of my drinking. Charisse and Robin don't dislike Karen because of her drinking. They weren't friends with her and they're like, we couldn't be her friend anymore because we know she needs help. That's not what happened. That's why the message gets
No, they
lost.
still fucking like her.
Everything that Robin is saying is correct. Yes, Karen absolutely needs help, but you are just saying this because you're relishing in the fact that something bad happened to somebody that you don't like. And don't get me wrong, I would do
Schadenfreude.
the same thing with my friends. I would be like, with her drunk ass.
Of course.
I would be
Yes.
like, did you see this video?
Clinkety clank.
Yeah,
Yeah.
clankety clank. Okay, I would do the
Sending
same thing,
it.
but I'm not gonna get on the internet and be like, she is a threat to society and blah blah. And I'm just worried about
No, it's like, okay. Not
okay.
you.
Not
Not you.
exactly. Right message, wrong messenger. It gets lost. And that's how people are able to continue to avoid accountability because they're like, well, they're just saying
Right.
that because they
Because
hate
then
me.
the
And it's like,
conversation,
it shifts.
right. The conversation becomes something else. Hmm.
Exactly. So that's my first bitch about it. And my second one, this dumb bitch or bitches who I don't even know y'all's fucking names that wanted to pretend that they didn't know who Megan the Stallion was. You first
Okay, we
things
got the
fucking
same.
first. First things fucking first. You're gonna talk about I don't know Megan. You don't know how to say Megan,
Girl, your
a
sister's
very
name is Megan.
basic
Please
white
don't do that.
American name.
That's your mom's name.
I know
So
more
don't play
white
with me
Megans
today.
than black Megans, just to be clear.
That's
Don't
Meg the
do
Stallion
that.
is the only black Megan I know.
Yeah, literally. Same. Megan,
It's also a very simple name.
it
Meg,
is.
Meg, and her neck was doing like that. Like, are you okay?
Okay. That
Meg,
part, one.
what is it?
Secondly, of course, videos have been found online of her lip singing to Megan the Stallion. And some
Yes, of course.
fucking
Of
Karen
course.
was like, songs go viral all the time on TikTok. You don't necessarily know who sings them. First of all, don't do that. Don't do
Baby,
that.
shut the fuck up.
It clearly says when you go, and I know because I use TikTok. It when you click on says use sound, it literally plays on the bottom of your video. So you're telling me you're putting up your content and you're not reviewing it. You just put it up there, you recorded it once and you just did it. Shut the fuck up. You know
But
who that
also you
girl
used
is.
it because you liked it. And so you were
Exactly.
probably like, oh,
And
what is
you
this?
dress the way you dress. You're acting the way you act, and you don't know who Meg Thee Stallion is. You were dating a black man. Girl, don't fucking play with me right now. Do not
Don't play
play
with
with me
me.
right now. Apparently, they mentioned Tory Lanez also in that girl. I
Okay.
will,
All right, See, I didn't hear.
You
I
see
didn't
my finger
even.
right now, Raven?
All
Like
right.
you have got me
Mm-hmm.
fucked up. You sound like a hater. And here's the thing. The plot has been lost because people are too on the internet. It is not uncommon for somebody that your friend was you or your friend was dating to start dating somebody else, and then the group chat, you need to keep some things in the group chat, screenshot
That
it,
should have been
be
in the
like,
group
here
chat.
you go, I didn't know he liked girls like this. You know where you can get away with saying something like that? In the fucking group chat, because all three of y'all
And
are
you know what you were
ignorant as
saying
fuck.
because you were like, exactly. Oh, I didn't. I thought he only liked white girls. That's what
That's
you was saying. That's what you
all
was saying.
that's all
Because
she
he
was saying.
only dates girls that look
Look
like
like you.
you.
We
Well,
know.
I guess you were wrong, huh, bitch? Because anybody's gonna date somebody that looks like Meg. Look at
Hello?
her.
Literally.
If my
Literally.
ex went on to date Meg the Stallion, I would say, you got me there. There. You know
Literally.
what? I would do this.
I
Like,
could literally be
wow.
like, wow.
I
Actually,
don't know how you pulled
my
that off.
my ass would be like, I feel like I need to warn her because I don't want her to go through what I went through. He's dusty, he's musty, he's
You see?
busted. I would be like, girl, I would literally be like, I hate this for her because he fucking
Mhm.
sucks. But if you want to have those
He's a dust
conversations
mite.
of like,
Yeah.
look at his new girlfriend, which we've all had,
Yeah,
needs
of
to stay in the
course. That
group
is a
chat.
normal thing to do. Not
I'm
on your
not,
fucking
yeah,
podcast, you
and not
three white women
and sitting there
talking about this black woman. Her
sitting.
especially. Everyone's always shitting on her.
I've
But do
had
you know what
enough
happens? Every time somebody shits on her,
every time.
she gets like 10 wonderful opportunities
She
and she
does
just gets richer and richer and her
and
star
does
power grows. So,
and
mm,
does. And then Tory Lane's stupid ass fucking lawyer was like, yeah, he won't be making a video for whatever. He probably took that one too far. Do you know how bad it has to be when your lawyer is like, yeah, I took that one too far? He's taking a lot of things too far, just so we're fucking clear. Tell
okay, that's what I
your
was gonna
client
say.
to shut the fuck up. Stop talking. Stop talking.
Go
It's
take a
weird that you
class.
hate her so much in the first place. It is fucking weird, okay?
Hmm.
Like, and it's weird that he like messaged like, you seem really sad. Oh my god, are you? Oh, he makes my skin fucking crawl. People who support him make my skin crawl because where's your basic humanity? Oh my god, I just knocked my
Where
glasses
is
off.
it?
Where
Where is it? Where is your
like
scooter?
where? Where? Okay, it's too much, Taquita. It's too much. Huh. But that's my bitch about it. Your turn.
That was mine. Let me see if I can think of another one.
Oh, okay. I had a feeling because you and I both posted
Because
about it.
yes, and I talked about it on my podcast, but I mean, that was really, really. Let me see. Okay, this is gonna be stupid.
No, I love it. I love those ones are even better.
So my husband is a big sports fan,
Okay.
big sports fan, big football guy. So I find myself watching the games with him from time to time.
Mhm.
And the thing that bothers me the most is these fucking mascots. And when I hear something stupid, like what is Alabama? What the fuck is a roll tide? What is that?
Oh,
And it's
I
like,
don't know.
okay, there's a high school in Charleston. Actually, it's Somerville. They're called the Green Wave. What is that? Why are we not picking animals? Why are we not picking what you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What is a commander? What is a what else? They're just such fucking stupid ones. What is a charger? Stop
A
it.
charger is a car, if you ask me. Okay.
Okay. But
But
that's not what it is for them.
and you have
We're
so many
picking
things.
animals. We're doing something like that.
You have so many things to pick from, and people want to pick the most offensive stuff. You know where I live, like
Also that.
two towns over.
Oh
This
God.
has made national news multiple times. It's a town
Oh
called
no, I'm scared.
Freeburg, and their
Okay.
their mascot is the Freeburg Midgets.
Are you fucking serious?
I'm so serious. And it's made national news. They have like people, and they vote each and every time to keep it.
And so,
They vote every time to keep it.
oh my God. And so, okay, I can't,
Mm,
like, Just like, and so I just have a lot of questions.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're attached to this
Mascots. Oh my
offensive.
God. What was it? The Washington Redskins. People, and I'm just
Yes, people
so,
losing their minds.
you
So
know
mad
what?
about it.
Why don't let's just have a mascot that's like the Caucasians.
Somebody do that one. And you know what makes it worse? When they have some stupid mascot that's not even a thing, then they have like an unrelated like person in a costume. And
Hmm.
it's like a cat or something. And it's like, well, why aren't you just the cats?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that guy? What is that? I have
Yeah.
another one actually. Another stupid thing.
Hmm.
I keep seeing previews for a movie. I don't know what the name is, but it is a monkey and it is a talking monkey. It looks like he's from Planet of the Apes, except he's like moving around. He's like a superstar. He's singing on stage. He's doing concerts and shit. Have you not seen this?
No.
Anyone listening? It is so scary. I hate it. And it's not a scary movie. It's like, oh, he's just like a superstar. He's like going on tour and playing concerts. A fucking like chimpanzee. And he's standing up and he's wearing clothes and he's walking around like he is a person. And I don't like it. Keep that shit on Planet of the Apes, which is also terrifying to me, which I no, I don't want any parts of that.
Let
But
me ask
like,
you.
it's like, what is that movie called? The one, the Christmas one with the train.
Oh, Polar Express. Polar
Polar
Express.
Express.
Yeah, I've never watched that movie.
Terrifying,
Yeah, it's
demonic,
creepy.
not gonna watch it.
It's creepy to me.
This is giving me those vibes. I don't like that shit. Who
Let
is,
me
who is going to see that? I'm gonna send it to you. You are going to be scared.
let me ask you something. Black person to black person. I don't sometimes I get really like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
at the use of monkeys.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Monkey related. And
Yep.
I know
Mm-hmm.
I know that it's because I'm black and I'm just I've been called a monkey before, right? Like that
Yes,
is a
who hasn't?
derogatory term for black people. And I just whenever monkeys get involved, I get a little weird because
Maybe that's my problem.
I'm like,
And then they're scary.
and don't let the
Why are we
monkey be
using a
voiced
monkey?
by a black person.
Oh my God. This monkey is British. And I don't know. Excuse me. Can you tell me what your shirt says?
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh, St. Louis Blues, the hockey team.
Blues. What is a blue?
A
You
blue
see?
note, a blue note,
Oh, a blue note.
because yeah, yeah. Listen, I got
See?
this for free. It
Perfect
says Jack
example.
Daniels. It says Jack Daniels on the back. I got this for
I'm
free.
not coming for you.
Okay,
I'm
I was
coming
like,
for
I'm
whoever
not.
came up with
No,
that.
I'm not
I'm like, that is the
defending.
perfect example.
Mm-mm.
Is
And we
there a
had,
blue note walking around there?
yeah,
You
yeah,
see? Oh my God. See
yeah,
this shit. This,
yeah,
see, I
yeah.
can't do it. Let me have that job. I'm
It's the
redoing all
hockey
of the
team.
mascots.
And we had the St. Louis Rams, which are now in LA, I guess. But we had that one was one that made sense. We are the St. Louis Cardinals.
Yeah. Right.
Bird. Fine.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Now we have a hockey team. It's called STL City.
Mhm.
Oh no, I've never
I'm
been to a
getting
soccer game.
mad.
The soccer is newer to St. Louis. I have actually, you know what? Now that you say this, I have literally said like the soccer team, the official name. I'm gonna look it up. But I have said